Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cyber Magician back again. I'm just going to turn the volume down here a little bit. So, where are we at? We're doing casters, I believe. And the last one I did, I believe, is the wizard. So now we're going to create a favorite soul. So, we'll go for a male favorite soul. And they are good for solo abilities, you can see. And they have combinations of weapons and they have some cleric spells. So, that's fairly good. Um, Again, the big thing is that watch how you lay out your character because it really makes a difference. If you're going to use weapons, then a 10 strength is not the best thing in the world. So let's change here. Now you see here with favorite soul, there is no pre-done character profile, so you have to create your own. So whatever you want. So favorite soul is wisdom based. So let's find a wisdom. There we are. There's wisdom right there. Dragonborn is strength. No, 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 nope, nope. Of course, I have health to do anything. Have arc? Absolutely not. Human, base man, charisma, higher dexterity and lower intelligence. No. Constituted lower wisdom and charisma. So, Azamar. Now, the nice thing with Azamar is because they're going to be wisdom based, we're going to add a little bit of charisma in there so that we can get those lay on hands routine. So we have 32 points. This is a champion build. It's 32 points. It's not your 28-point build, so we have to make do with that. So charisma or wisdom. The favorite soul is versatile, using one of the highest of these stats how powerful the spells are. Spell power he or she receives. The constitution is hit points. Dexterity is his armor class. Of course, we know that. Strength is important if you're going to fight. And it's a 32-point build. So it's charisma or wisdom, which is interesting because if we want to go back one, two, notice how they have, well, wisdom, 16 and 16 wisdom and charisma. So it's the highest of the two. So why do you do this? Well, I have 16 in both of them. Doesn't make sense. So, Azamar, okay. 32-point build. So wisdom is next to 2 here. So we're going to use wisdom. So we're going to, let's go 17. 10 for your skill points. Good con. And strength. And then add in dexterity. So we have a bit of dexterity. Not the maximum, which is the 13 routine. So, because you have to be careful with your dexterity, because if they start wearing very heavy armor, then the dexterity doesn't apply. So you have to be careful. So we're going to try wisdom. Now remember I mentioned I'm going to take these out. I'm going to put 2 into charisma. So we want to make sure we can actually use those lay on the hands routine. So let's try 10. Next. So 8 points, yes. Concentration and spellcraft. Okay. So the first one is who we going to follow. Follow. Really, it comes down to personal choices, and a lot of people will take the Silver Flame or the Sovereign Host because of the benefits you get with that. Yeah, I did a cleric with Ortodor or Vol, so but not high enough to get the Drider at 7, so we'll leave that one alone. But the rest of them is like quarterstaffs. Really? Okay, let's go to Sovereign Horse because it's long swords. So purple, and of course this one, the Fallen, because it's +1 to strength and saving throws, so can hit a lot harder. That's what you want. And if we're going to be able to heal, empower healing. Next, those are spells. 2 spells. This gets very catchy. So I'm not going to use Cure Light Wounds because this character is going to start off at level 7, so Cure Light Wounds are out. Night Shield is definitely in though. And we don't have Sonic. Wow, really? Bless us out. So let's go for protection from evil. We'll go this route next. So 15, 10, 16, 10, 17, 10. So nothing really in the minuses, nothing below 8 or 10 for minuses. So we got a good wisdom. Christmas is okay. We'll go from that. I don't. So there. You're looking gruesome, dude. So the metallic, let's go on the darker blue side. That's good. Give him blue eyes. Hair is a golden color because he is a divine. Mr. FS. So it's Mr. Feared Soul and it's Uggs. And we're doing lawful good. Now why am I not surprised nobody took that name, Mr. FS? So now we all know, of course, by now, if you've been watching my videos, that I do have a lot of extra goodies that I've received because I've been in the game for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go, let's leave it with number 2. So those are spells, layout, good, okay. Layout load, UI. Layout load 1, done, yeah, cool. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this close and I'm going to activate his ratio benefit. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, dude, get your act together. So one of the things with favorite souls is that you can build a favorite soul as a melee character or as a healer. So it's just a matter of which way you want to go. So favorite soul. So because we have 10 in intelligence, we get 2 points for skills as we go up level. So concentration and spellcraft. Favorite soul benefit. Now, battle of knowledge. You are embodiment of faith of your deity. You have the ability to use your wisdom modifier, both hit and damage. Okay. Benefit only applies if your favorite soul is the majority or tied. Okay. Grace of battle is your charisma. So we're going to use wisdom because that's our highest one, the wisdom. One spell. Yeah. Sure. Attack spell. Remove fear from. So that's level 2. Let's go to level 3. 2 action points again. And now we can choose here whatever we want in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use slashing weapons. So it's not going to be an exotic, but it's going to be slashing weapons. Boom. Oh, slashing weapons. That's good. So attack spell in the midst of light. Show a little light in the subject. Yeah, no. Spellcaster again. Favorite soul again. Of course, now we're adding 1 point. Now this is at the point where you decide how much spell points you're going to rely on. How many times do you think you're going to use spells? The more times you use spells, the higher your wisdom, so more spell points you get. If you're not going to rely, you're going to rely on melee with the wisdom side and spells to back you up, then you add it in accordingly. So in this case, strength. So 2 action points again. And now we get 2nd level spells, and we have 1. So now we pick up the Cure Moderate. Again, at next level, favorite soul, because we are 7, so we're going to continue. Next, favorite soul items. Haha. Enemies are so. So 10% of fire. So you get fire, acid, cold, electricity, and sonic. Of course, all your elementals. So we're going to choose fire because that's what they normally use at those normal levels and even higher ones. So, there's our sound burst. So here's sound burst or whole person. Either which way you want to go. A sound burst is more of an attack, stun your foes, jump in there with a sword and beat the crap out of them. I kind of like that idea. So there's our points there. So let's go down to the skills area. Whoops. Unyielding sovereignty. So yeah, remove curse, ability damage, death penalty, negative results for that. Bleeding, blind, and confusion. You remove all that kind of crap. So thank you very much for that. We're going to be sword and boarding. Deity feats, no. Spells, no. Do we want exotic weapons at this particular time? No. Going to use martial feats, cleave. Nope, can't use those. Don't have a dexterity for it. Power attack. Now, power attack, we're going to take power attack because that opens up the cleave function, and that's what we're looking at. There it is there. So hit more enemies in front, especially with two-handed weapons. So there's our mass aid. That's the one we want here, and cure series, of course. So, but I want the mass aid. Favorite soul again. Next, do purity of spirit. You maintain purity of spirit throughout your faith in your deity. You'll gain 20 spell points per favorite soul level, as well as an additional 30 spell points. Heart. Hit points. You maintain strength. 10 maximum 10 hit points per level of favorite soul, as well as 10 hit points per epic level. So, spell points, hit points. Hit points. Personal choice, that's all it is. So, yeah. So, whole person, resist energy. Resist energy. So, cure serious. Thank you very much. Again, spell power, spells that you choose on your play style. If you play more of an aggressive play style, you choose spells according to that. If it's a more passive play styles, again, the same thing, you choose spells for that. If you're in the middle, you're balancing both, then you use spells to augment yourself and spells to heal others and do damage. So now we're going to do our action points. Now, first thing we're going to do, of course, is get rid of these ones. Falconry, unset, and unset. Now, one of the things is that a lot of people don't remove them. I do, because I like it nice and clean. And if I want to use them, I want to use them in these main 4. I don't want to try and scroll over. So, what type of favorite soul am I going to play? So, Angel Vengeance, passive ones is +1 caster level and +2 max caster level with the following spells. Mr. Light, Sun, Ball, blah, 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 blah. War Soul. So melee and range targets, so we're going to go melee. And what that gives us is armor class. So again, playstyle. Do you want to fight? So this gives you armor class. If you don't want to fight, this is your spells. Now you can take both, but you're divvying up your action points. So we do have over here, actually we're going to take this out. We're just going to use that. And accept. We still got 24. There we are. because I'm going to be fighting with other ones. Now this is the reason why I leave the Harper Agent, because I like using it because that gives me 100 spell points. It also gives me 15 hit points, +1, +2 to hit versus evil, which is most of the things you're going to come up against. So then you can leave it alone and say, okay, I'm going to go War Soul. Again, hit points here. Favorite weapon is a longsword. It's okay at lower levels, but probably going to switch off for either a higher level type of weapon. A Sacred Touch. So armor class again. Now, we do know, of course, we're at the beginning, and we're only armor class 10, so this is going to show how that affects your armor class. So let's see what else we're going to do. Physical resistance rating. So the higher physical resistance rating, the less damage you're going to get because it reduces by a percentage. Again, +2. So that leaves us with 3 action points. So where do we want to spend the 3 action points? Now, one of the things that just come up here, I just noticed it now, is that new one for Horizon Walker. So let's have a look at the Horizon Walker. What can we do? Let's see. +1 to spot and listen. You gain the ability to mark one target at a time. Target you mark have -2 armor class. So it's a debuff. So marked targets have -10 fort. Marked targets you have haste. That's not bad. Dauntless marking. Again, saving throw penalty -4. Fortification reduced by -25. Armor class penalty increased to -10. And you gain +3 dodge. Yay. Dimension Door. That's a nice spell to have. At the maximum level Horizon, +2 to all ability scores, which you get with any of these. +2 maximum mini shot charges. Favorite soul. So this is really a ranger type of enhancement tree. We're not really going to do the ranger enhancement tree. So here, true resilience. Reflex saving throws, no. To heal, listen, and spot. What's this? Hit and damage. Heal, listen, and spot. No, not really. Bold, overcome fear. Okay. And ability score you can increase. So now you're looking at it and going, okay, do I want to add anything? Do I want to play with anything else? Where's my best bet in spending these skill points at? And it's personal. You just decide where you want it. Magic Backlash. That's a nice one to have because it now gives you a 30% chance anybody casts a spell at me, they fall down, and I can jump on them and kill them when he's down. So, 187, 543. So spell points and hit points. And our action points, our spell power I should say, is 10s and 5s and 0s. That's not very good. So, accept. Ta-da! Dun, 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 dun. So 212, 663 spell points. That looks pretty good. Our armor class jumped from 10 to 16 without throwing anything on us. Thank you very much. And over here, it jumped. Light is 26, fire is 26, and positive is 6. And that's without the equipment on. Now, going back to our extra stuff that we get here. Salt Marsh VIP reward ticket. Thank you for being a VIP. Make sure you wait to Salt Marsh or the Gaper's Grove and turn in this ticket and claim your reward. Yay! Bleh. So we'll do that because that's the Salt Marshes, that new pack that just came out. So if you want to buy that, you can buy that. So here we go. Hello. Minotaurs. So there's all the equipment. So first off, of course, we get a level 7 cleric because we're level 7. And then we get ring, do. So we jumped up to 24 armor class, putting our equipment on, and we're jumped to 35 armor class. That's not bad. So let's go get our longsword. So take us in, Captain. We are level 7. We automatically get a +2 shock longsword. Cool. So longswordy, there is. That is our favorite weapon as a cleric. So one of the things is, okay, let's throw the dagger on here. Sure, right off. There's +10 to hit. We're doing 1 to 4 and +5 pierce. Double damage on 19 to 20. So when we swap this out, 1 to 8 +8, 19 20 double damage remains, but now we have a +15 to hit bonus. If we move, that drops down to +1. So we're going to get that eventually too, so that we don't have that penalty as we move. So standing still and beating on things is okay. And we're all set. Now, the nice thing would be is if somebody would send me an invite to join a guild, and then I could add all the guild musts. I could add one myself to Mr. Favorite Soul. I could log out, log in with a main character, give me an invite, and log back in again. But he's not going to be sticking around that long, so I don't really care. Now, we're going to park him over here for a minute. There you are. Park it, buddy. And let's bring up this enhancement tree. So we have Smite Foe and Sanctuary. And we also have our spells to do. So we have the healing spells, which goes to the bottom. These are our buff spells. That's your other healing. So Sonic is an attack. That's a buff. That's an attack. And that's a debuff. And that's a buff. So I only got 2 attack spells. 1, 2. And the rest are buffing spells, which is fine. So standing around, we can protect ourselves from energy. So at my level is 20, which is good. Oops, I got it in there twice. And I got that twice. Ah, yeah, buzzo. So to fix that, let's go back in here. Options, UI, there we are. So I can get rid of you, get rid of you. Chuck you down there where you belong. There we go. That's better. And then turn it back on. And we're good. So, oh. So we do have our horses that we can ride along. We got 4 of them that we've collected. Actually, I think I can get them more, but I want more horses. Let's find that gatekeeper. So there's more and more benefits coming out occasionally for being a VIP, and I'm locked in. I've been playing the game since before, just as beta started. So Salt Marsh. Yeah, keep it on. So into the Salt Marsh. So this is the new pack that's here. So everybody's here taking a look at it. And what's this? Portal to Eberron. Okay. And this is the Salt Marsh for the Explorer. Cool. It is a level 3, I believe, so that's fine. So it is a tavern owner. So who do we turn this into again? VIP reward ticket on the character inquire. Gunther, the Dragonborn. Okay, Gunther. Whoa. Yo, Gunther. Where are you? Hello. There he is. To claim the sticker, you need to purchase the standard collector's or ultimate edition of the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. Ah. So, you have to own it. Now, even being a VIP, I don't get it. It's not a freebie. Is it? Ah, see? Buy now. Dum 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 dum. So because I'm VIP, I can get it for. So that's what they recommend right here. Of course, they're going to turn around and say, "Get the biggest one." That's $100 US, and the middle one is $59 US. More details on that, please. Yeah. So the content, of course, Monster Manual 8. I want to check that. Let's take a look here. Monster Manuals. 1, 2, 3. See, I already got Monster Manual 8 in there. Because I am VIP, I automatically get all Monster Manuals. So I've already got 8 in there. So in this case, there's no extra ones. Humanoid, we have Bugbear, Magical. So what I'm looking for here is the new class of monster out here, which is the Bullywugs. You just have to animal, no. Construct, no. Pardon me. I guess you have to meet one first. Undead Vermin. Yeah, it's not an vermin, is it? Nope, didn't think so. So it'll be interesting to find out what actually pops up. So you basically have a choice which one you want to buy. And for a lot of people, when you really look at these, let's go back in again, buy now, thank you, is what you want out of it. For the amount of money you're spending, what do you actually want out of it? So a lot of people, they turn around and look at this and go, okay, this is what I'm going to get out of it. But it's $100 US. So for Canadians like me, it's $130. Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. Now the nice thing about it, I mean, really, is the Bullywug Rogue Hireling Epic level. That would be cool. But a lot of times they can't unlock locks and they can't unlock chests because they fail so often. And it's like, okay, you're at a level 30 rogue and you can't unlock all the chests. So why am I spending my money on that if you can't unlock anything? So the basic content is here is for 20 bucks. And the middle of the road is here. So I get the Hireling, the heroic level one, which is a level 5, I believe. The Smuggler's Mount, okay, fine. This one here, which is cosmetic. Now I get 10% off, so I get $6 off. Yeah. So let's take a look. So there's my login to do that. So I'm not going to do that and show you guys my name and password. Sorry, not happening. But this is it. So for here, I can run around. I can do all the stuff here I want. Check the bank, and I use the end of the bank I want. It's ready to go. So this guy's ready to go. How effective is he? Well, it's play style. How good is your play style will dictate a lot of how effective he is. And I do have all my cosmetics and other crap that's here that I can add to him to make him even better. But for now, I'm going to I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the same to him as I've done with all the ones I've created for this series of videos. So I'm gonna create them, run them around a little bit, show you what he's like or her, what they're like, and then I'm gonna log out with the video and I'm gonna delete them. Simply because I don't need them. I've got enough tunes already, so I'm not gonna create another 30 tunes for each one of the player classes and keep them. This is strictly for the video purposes. So this guy is on his way out. So log out. And the other thing is I don't have enough space for another 30 guys. I've only got 5 left. So no. Mr. Oh. Mr. Favorite Soul. Bye bye. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, how to create a favorite soul with the new update that's come out. And I wish you a very pleasant afternoon, evening, or whatever. Stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy the game.